Hey, welcome to Module 10, Legal, Taxes, and Insurance. Now, again, in this module, it'll be mostly screen capture. I've written most thoroughly and thoughtfully in the PDF, and I'm going to walk you through this. So remember, we're running an easy summer lawn mowing business. This is not a full-blown professional with employees and payroll. This is really for the summer. So think of a small scale. Now, I'm going to begin with a full disclaimer here. I'm going to read it line by line. First and foremost, this content is for light education and entertainment purposes only. Linda Shaw Media does not provide taxes, accounting, finance, insurance, or legal advice. The information is being presented without consideration of the reader's specific needs, geographical locations, objectives, risk tolerance, or financial circumstances, and might not be suitable for all participants. For all those participating willingly involve risks and possible loss of capital. All participants must seek their own legal, financial, insurance advice from an accredited professional. So I just want to let you know that I'm giving you some entertainment value here, and it's your job to really seek legal professional advice. So the first one is setting up a business, setting up an entity with your local state government. Should you do now? What is a business? It is setting up a entity outside of you. That an entity is a separate entity that represents the lawn mowing business. It will handle tax deductions. It reduces liability exposure. If something happens to you, people cannot sue you, Joe Smith, but they can sue Joe's lawn mowing company. Okay. Now, usually setting up a business can also have tax advantages. You can deduct expenses, equipment, gasoline, food meals, miles driven, and depreciation of assets. These things will help you try to keep more of your own money, the money that you've worked really hard all summer. Okay, so as a real example, I will let you know that I personally do not set up or incorporate my summer lawn mowing business. I feel that it's too small to have one, and I realize with full clarity that I take responsibility if anything happens or any problems should arise. Number 2, insurance. The definition of an insurance is a contract represented by a policy in which an individual or entity receives financial protection or reimbursement against losses from an insurance company. The company pools clients' risks to make payments more affordable for the insured. So insurance is an item, a payment that insurance company has a pool of money to help cover their clients in case damages happen. So in this case, if I have a lawn mowing business, I have lawnmowers and equipment, and it gets damaged, and I did buy policies with them, the insurance company will reimburse me with money. I could buy a new lawn mower in case things happen to them. And let me go deeper into the 2 types of coverages that there are out there for businesses. Number 1 is equipment coverage, and I briefly just touched that. This policy is to cover your own equipment, namely lawnmower, your trimmer, leaf blower, if it gets stolen or if it's significantly damaged. Okay. Number 2, liability coverage. This one is quite significant. This policy is to protect you from the client or homeowner for damages. So let's have an example. Let's say you're mowing the lawn and a piece of rock flicks off and totally breaks their windows. So in this case, the homeowner will want you to pay for the damages of the window. And in times like this, if you did have a liability coverage under an insurance policy with an insurance company, the insurance company will pay for the cost of replacing the window. Now, just a reminder that insurance, they cost money. They do have premiums to have the policy. And not only that, but if a damage does happen, you will have to pay a deductible, which is an out-of-pocket money you will have to pay to start the coverage of the policy. Now, a real personal example, I will say I do not have insurance for my lawn mowing business. Again, I feel that it's too small to have one, but I do take full responsibility in case something does happen. Number 3 is license. License is a certificate of training and permission by the state or municipality that you live in. Now, it states that what you're doing, you've taken extra measures to be trained. Okay. Now, some trained professionals, even though they've gone to school, they have a certain license, if they move to certain areas, it will require new training because it may change from area to area. So think of plumbers, electricians, daycare providers, nurses, real estate agents. Okay, they are certified, are and experts in their field. But if they move to a different area, they will need licensing either from the state or from the city. Okay, so for example, this is a real example. In the state of Minnesota where I live, there is no need to get a license to be a lawn care maintenance provider. However, there's a license for landscaping, fertilizing, and but I make it clear that I do not provide those services. Okay, so how do you even know where to check? That's a good question. If you search your state's commerce site, you have to navigate it your own, or you can just call into your state's state of commerce. They can let you know what industry you are doing, what industry you are providing. Think of at-home haircutters or tattoo artists. In your case, you're a lawn maintenance provider, and you can ask them, "Do I need a license?" And you can start from there. Okay. So just want to let you know, in the worst case scenario, let's say if you live in an area where it does require for a license for lawn care, lawn mowing, trimming, and blowing, and if you're caught without applying for the right license, you might be subjected to stop and by the city to not perform any more services. Okay, so that's the worst case scenario. Now, any small other items, bookkeeping is very important. Bookkeeping is the activity or occupation of keeping records of the financial affairs of the business. Why do you need bookkeeping? It's a very healthy practice to do bookkeeping so that you track all of your revenue, the money that you're making, which is very good, all your expenses, which is also very good, making sure that you can deduct, take away any expenses. And these numbers will leave you with a net profit. And from then on, you can do what you want with your money. It gives you a really good understanding of where your business stands. Can you charge more? Can you have more clients? Can you do less? Can you maybe hire another person? So it goes on, but it gives you great information on where your business is going in the realm of numbers. And these numbers are very meaningful. They are the real numbers. So I thoroughly enjoy bookkeeping, and especially because it's such a simple type of job. Summer lawn care that I even have my kids learning it now. They are starting to know how to invest in a small portion. And so anyways, it's great. I really encourage bookkeeping. Now, pro tips, please look up your local, or you can even look up YouTube for such questions. Ask a local insurance agent. They would definitely talk to you for free. They can give you advice on this. Tax accountants, if you just have like a free consultation, hey, do I need to set up a entity, or do I need to have a insurance policy on this? Okay, so that is your homework for this module, which is legal, taxes, and insurance, where I cover all of those items regarding your easy and profitable summer lawn mowing business. And now you are ready for the next module.